this is what triggers them about not Sam saying this, not Matt saying this, not other people saying this, right? They literally, it says something about me specifically. It's that I'm a woman. It's that I'm a white woman.
Why they select the one clip she said? I mean, it was the dumbest thing that someone said in that conversation, and so it went viral. Emma, listen, let me be as disparaging as possible to you, okay? If you're gonna accuse us of sexism, I might as well be sexist.
And I'll just say this really quick as well, quickly. I was hit at one point sitting on the subway by a man who was having a mental health episode. He sat next to me and he was elbowing and kind of flailing around and hit me in the face and in my body. And it was jarring, right? And I was a little scared because I was hit.
It's a problem. Like, it's people that need help.
But like, my fear is not the primary object of like what we should be focusing on right now. It's the fact that this person is in pain. And so like the politics of dehumanization privileges the bourgeois kind of concern of people's like immediate discomfort in this narrow instance, as opposed to larger humanity and life. It's really freaking twisted.
Being physically abused is now being part of the larger spectrum of humanity. Isn't that wonderful? You are expected by the hard left to now undergo being abused on the public transit system in order to create a more diverse and wonderful
taken
society.
The public transit system in his life.
Exactly. I mean, good luck with this pitch, guys. Seriously, good luck to you.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the point here, right? And I'm not making this as like a political pitch. I'm just making it from a humanity pitch. I'm actually concerned that a majority...
She just in the last clip said everything is political. Now she's saying, "No, there's this thing called humanity, and that's not political." Fuck! This dumb bitch doesn't... She's not coherent on anything, Sitch.
Yes.
Majority of people are not on my side on this. And
well, I mean, I don't know that that's even the case.
But that was not the context of the conversation there. And honestly, here I'm just... this is what triggers them about not Sam saying this, not Matt saying this, not other people saying this, right? It cut you out, I think. Yeah. It says something about me specifically. It's that I'm a woman. It's that I'm a white woman. It's that
you don't want to be a victim.
I'm not the damsel. I told the story and I said
it was the patriarchy, Adam. That's why they select the one clip she said. I mean, it was the dumbest thing that someone said in that conversation, and so it went viral. And also because the other people are just voices that are disembodied as opposed to seeing the face, and obviously you have less of an emotional reaction to it. But no, it's because she's a woman and she's not conforming to being the damsel in distress. That's the real reason.
Wow. Never thought they would go here, but here we are.
Sarcasm detecting.
Here we are.
Said I would rather that man, I moved away from him. I was momentarily scared, but it was because I wanted to preach compassion in these situations for someone that actually takes New York City Transit in this. These right-wingers, their anti-homeless vigilantism desires are all based in like, I'm going to be the hero with the gun that's going to come in and be the white knight. And they've been sold like this cowboy fantasy of how to exert their masculinity in society, that me saying I don't want any of that shit, that triggers them because I'm puncturing that
What's
fantasy.
Their purpose?
Just so delusional. Nobody's getting triggered because you don't want it. They're saying it's hypocritical you to say that just because you don't want it, they don't deserve it. That's the big difference.
Well,
yeah, maybe you don't want it. Who gives a fuck?
Right. Well, and also because she's so infected with the woke mind virus that she has to look everything through this like critical studies lens of, oh, the reason the right wingers are afraid is because I'm deflating their image of the fucking patriarchy. It's like, no, it's because people, maybe you don't have this, but other people have a moral intuition for orderliness. Yeah. And they're afraid of things falling into crime and chaos, and incidents like crazy people and crazy homeless people on the streets, assaulting people, accosting people, having those problems, triggers people's fears and moral foundation for both disgust, but also for order, being subverted. and society breaking down and degenerating. Okay.
Right.
And so that's why they don't like it. It doesn't have anything to do with this dumb fuck, oh my God, you read a feminist book in college. I'm so proud of you, Emma. Everything's the patriarchy nonsense.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think the moral foundation going on in that car is probably closest to liberty oppression, because they literally banded together to rid themselves of a domineering alpha. That's exactly what happened in that car. The flag of Virginia is the Simps, what is it? Death to Tyrants. I don't know, the Semper Tyrannus or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a man with his foot on a king, basically deposing a tyrant. That's exactly what took place in that car. They all banded together to rid themselves of a domineering alpha. That is literally the Liberty Oppression Foundation.
Maybe. I think it was more authority/order subversion.
Authority subversion?
Yeah.
That's deference for legitimate authority. They did give that to Daniel Penny, obviously, because he stepped up and took authority.
Yeah, I mean, oppression is obviously part of it because you're afraid this guy's going to oppress you. I wouldn't use the word domineering alpha male. I'd just say that they were afraid this person was going to oppress.
He completely walked in and said, I'm going to take a no for an answer. That's fucking alpha male bullshit.
If you say so.
Well, no, he did go full domineering alpha on him. He threw his jacket off and he's like, I'm all hurt. Where are the quotes?
That's not the language I would use. I think there was a level
I'll hurt anyone on this train.
Okay. There was a level of oppression there. I would agree. But I think it was also authority subversion because it's, and probably even sanctity degradation because there's like probably,
purity? I don't think so.
Yes. People are grossed out by like gross looking homeless people.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on there. And so just to sort of simplify it into this like really, and also, your own care harm for yourself. There's a lot that was going on in that situation. And
care harm for others. Yeah, totally.
And for others. And also fairness in cheating. The fairness of like, I should be able to live my fucking life without having, to deal with this shit.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in that situation to analyze and to just give this like really stupid, everything is feminism. They just are mad that every woman doesn't want to swoon at the man who's going to save them. Like, this is the dumbest fucking, that is the dumbest take.
All this stuff, just all the critical theory, all the feminism, all that stuff is just like really bad ideas for how society functions. Like, completely incoherent. I mean,
that's why they're mad. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot going on morality wise with this situation that's fascinating to think about and to talk about, but a lot of people's moral intuitions are being activated. Obviously, the only moral intuitions that are being activated on the majority report are care for the homeless, oppressed people. Right. They can't feel any empathy or sympathy for any of the people who are being threatened with bodily harm on that train. They're like, those people can suck it up and fuck off. Which is horrible, totally horrible. All because they have a political mind virus. It's destroying their brains, shrinking them down to the size of a peanut.
Your purpose is there to protect me, to protect women like me. And
no, look, if I was on the train, I would have thrown you to the homeless guy and said, take her.
Next time you're on the train,
she's loud and
annoying.
There's
a crazy person. Grab Emma and just throw Emma at the person.
Yes.
And say, you deal with this.
All this is such bullshit too, because if Emma was actually on that train, she'd be like, "Oh my God, Daniel Penny, thank you, thank you, thank you."
Right.
It's easy for her to Monday morning quarterback this stuff when she wasn't on the train and wasn't in fear of her life.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm saying that I don't want that. In fact, I think what you guys are doing is the real danger. You're the people that I need and the rest of us need protection from, not the other way around. You're the ones harming society, and that's why that clip made the rounds. Because nothing I said there was objectionable in any way.
Well, I mean, it's the exact same reason why Janine Garofalo was the only person allowed to go on television and was invited on a daily basis onto Fox News 20 years ago to argue against the Iraq War is because their ratings with their sort of old and misogynist fan base is enhanced by watching women who are, getting uppity in any fashion whatsoever, saying something like getting attacked. That is the, as far as I know, like one of the oldest playbooks that they have. And of course, you can see it. That's exactly why they'll do that.
Okay.
They
Emma.
suck at this game, man.
I know. They're so bad at it. Emma, listen. Sweetie. Honey. Toots. Let me be as disparaging as possible to you, okay? If you're going to accuse us of sexism, I might as well be sexist.
Right.
The reason your clip went viral and people made fun of it and made fun of you isn't because you're a woman, okay? That doesn't matter. You could have been a man. The reason, I can only mansplain to you, okay? It's, you have your feminine brain is getting in your thoughts and your feelings
Sitch.
about
This is too sexist
nail
for me.
polish is like getting in the way of thinking, okay? The reason what you said went viral is because you basically said that everyone in society has to put up with getting assaulted on a fucking subway train or public transit by crazy people. And if you don't want to put up with that, you're a bourgeoisie asshole. And the fact that you used the word bourgeoisie really, really cemented how insane your take was. Okay.
Right.
That's why that clip went viral, Emma.
Yeah.
No one gives a shit if you're a man or a woman in this situation.
Hi, you just listened to a clip from the Sitch and Adams show. If you like what you heard, you can listen to our live show right here on this channel on Sunday, starting at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. And if you want, you can super chat us. We read $20 and up super chats on the show and then do a follow-up stream on the following Tuesday where we read the rest of the unread super chats and interact with fans of the show. Subscribe to this channel right here to listen to the live show or to listen to more of our awesome clips.